still haven't figured out how we're going to make the intro. Still haven't evolved into our new intro yet. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good night.
How are you? Goodbye.
How you doing?
Well, it is a new day, a new podcast, a new attempt, a new try. And so we're going to fumble our way through this and see if we can get something started. But it is a Are You Spirited podcast.
Yes.
And Shreddie McSkate, you are spirited.
I think so. Yeah.
And I
definitely.
appreciate that. Turn my... Can you give me a little knob there? Not a little knob, but can you give me a little volume in my headphones? Turn the little knob. Get it, Jake. Nope. Other machine. Yep. There you go. Much better. Thank you. So good morning. This is, and so we're testing out some new music. This is Self-Checkout. What's the name of the song?
This is called Raining Arrows. The album is Black Skies.
Who's this bum singing?
I think that's me.
What?
Can
you
believe
are
that?
spirited. Nice. Well,
Yes,
we
sir.
listened to this, just a little backstory. We listened to this on the new Discovery Music podcast that we do on Thursday. You were a guest on it, brought the music. We were all pretty shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't sound like, most people that you know that have like a band, you're like, oh, yeah, let me hear it. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
This is nice.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
This is...
Thank you.
You guys should be playing Firefly.
I wish, man. I wish.
How does that work? I mean, what if you wanted to play it? Do you put your name in a list?
I think there must be some kind of list, or you got to hit up somebody or know somebody to get in a big festival like that. But the last show we played was at a pizza shop like 2 or 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Up in I forget the name of the pizza shop, but it was in Newark.
Wait, and you must have known somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just said, come play?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to play here?
Dude, we would love to. Yeah. The band that's still playing right now, though, this band hasn't played in a little bit. Clobbersaurus is still playing.
Clobbersaurus.
Yeah.
Clobbersaurus.
CLOBBER, like clobber.
Okay, Clobbersaurus.
Clobbering. Picture a dinosaur with like hammers as hands.
Well, I for some reason think you're saying Clobbersaurus, like a collaboration of friends. So Clobbersaurus is a little easier.
I like Colabosaurus, though. That's pretty good.
Clobbersaurus is kind of cool, right?
Right.
Well, I think it's been taken.
Yeah.
So we've messed around with this podcast. I really, I do the Rehoboth Social podcast, which is great. One small business helping another. I love doing that, but it's so, like important. Like it's like people, have expectations.
Right.
And
we're just having fun.
Yeah, and I
Good
just
time.
want to start having some fun.
Yeah.
I think we've all grown up on like a Howard Stern or somebody like
Yeah.
that, where he's just kind of this cast of characters, and I seem to have always a cast of characters in my life.
Yeah.
And I just thought, well, maybe we'll just start bringing them, but maybe you could be my host, co-host, Shreddie McSkate. Check out his channel, because you're definitely spirited. And I don't know if we talked about, did you look at any of the Van Neistat videos?
I looked at a few of his videos, yeah.
So
he's very chill.
He's very chill, right?
Yeah.
His brother, Casey Neistat, is a big YouTuber, and I think he's kind of stopped. I think he quit.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of
No,
him.
I haven't heard much from Casey, but his brother, he did, the last video Casey did was basically a video promoting his brother. And he's like, guys, he doesn't know what he's doing. He is like, as far as you can get away from a YouTuber as you can get and still be a YouTuber. And I was like, oh, so I started watching him, and he's exactly right. He is not, I love how he puts Kubrick under his Stanley tape measure.
Right. He's not like your OG, like original type of YouTuber, but that's a good thing about YouTube. Like you can do anything you want.
Absolutely. And what he does, he's very short, very simple, but great topics. And it's basically his whole premise is, are you spirited?
Right.
And I love that. I feel like we've come kind of out of this year of really identifying a lot of things.
Right.
And I feel like if you're just spirited, kind of takes away having to identify all that.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Exactly.
I mean, what's the year been like for you? Have you
The year
How have you kept your spirit?
Riding e-bikes, dude.
Well,
seriously.
And you're great at and that's how we met, is through my buddy Brian, who I run with, told me about e-bike Eddie.
Yeah.
And you got to talk to him. We talked.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I prefer to be called Shreddie.
Shreddie, yep.
Which I was like, there you go. Fuck yeah, he's definitely spirited.
Yep.
Your channel is Shreddie McSkate,
Right.
and you basically review e-bikes.
Yep.
And you're very good at it. And I'm not just telling you that. You're very good at it.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch you kind of ride around our town.
And that's what I love doing, just riding my e-bike out in the woods or out on these trails. Like, I don't know, it feels so, like, I don't know, like relieving. It feels good. Like,
Well, we're gonna
surreal.
we're gonna go riding, right?
Serene. Yeah, definitely.
So what's our path? What's our trail? What's our plan?
I'm thinking we're probably going to head in through Rehoboth through Gordon's Pond.
I don't want to ride on the highway
No highway. We'll stay off the highway. Yeah.
because I got and believe me, dude. Last night, I was chilling and I'm like, do I want to get on this damn bike?
You want to.
I mean, I do.
You have to.
But I'm going
I'll keep
to.
you safe.
But I'm like, what happens if I got hit by a car?
We got your helmets.
I brought 3 helmets.
Oh, perfect. That's great.
I
Always
brought,
wear a helmet.
I brought a dork helmet. I brought a dork bicycle helmet, and I brought a cool BMX helmet.
Awesome.
I just want to see what kind of helmet you're going to
We'll
have.
try all 3, and then we'll see what bike matches up with you then.
Helmet all the time?
Always wear a helmet. Yeah.
Okay. I
Always.
agree. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Actually, the other day I was shooting a video. My friend's a photographer, and he was doing an intro video for me. I ended up riding. The pine needles are everywhere right now.
Yes.
I was in the pine needles. I took a little carve and just went straight down to the ground. Like, literally slid it out. He's like, dude, you look like a professional. Like, I slid it out perfectly. I thought it was okay, but I looked at my pants. It ripped. I have a big old gash in my knee right now. But I made it out alive.
So what you're saying is I'm going to end up getting hurt today.
Just be careful. Don't go really fast on pine needles. Lesson learned.
Well, you can't hit out of the pine needles at the Masters, and you can't shred out of the pine needles on an e-bike.
Nope, not at all.
Well, and I did, we ran this morning, me and Brian K.
Oh, nice.
We got to give him a nickname.
Yeah.
Kaleman?
Lewis Cycles Brian. I don't know.
That's too big.
I'll come up with one for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be cool like Shreddie.
Right. He's so chill. I like Brian so much.
He is.
Man.
He's a great...
Actually, the other day I was talking to him. Actually, Marv, me, and
so Brian owns Lewis Cycle Sports.
Lewis Cycle Sports, yeah.
He's great.
So he was out in his parking lot. I'm like, let's go hang out with him. We hung out for a little bit. Next thing you know, I hear the flapping behind me, and it lands on my head. And, I feel these claws grab onto the back of my head.
Jesus, what was it?
I was like, am I getting attacked by something? I bend down, and this bird falls out of my head. And it was not a fully mature bird. It must have been learning how to fly, and it saw my hair, and it was like, nest. I'm landing.
What kind of bird was it?
I don't know. It was like a little black
Well,
furry looking bird.
Did it have talons?
It had little claws.
Little talons?
I felt it in my head.
Maybe it was like a
dug.
starling or something. I don't know. But we ran this morning, and you mentioned the pine needles. The whole trail was covered with pine needles, and it was crazy.
Yeah. So you just got to be careful when you're kind of cornering around pine needles because it's like ice.
Do you have any insurance?
No.
Oh, jeez.
My girlfriend keeps yelling at me. You need to hurry up and get some insurance.
Yeah, right. Well, we're gonna head out on the e-bikes. Can we make it? Can we make an episode with this?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I brought a GoPro.
Yeah, definitely.
I brought one GoPro, and I only have, and I don't even have. I had a mount for my Flex thing,
right?
And I can't find it. So I thought maybe I'll just hold it up, and then I'll just let you have the card.
Oh, you don't have a little mount thing you can?
I do, but for some reason, it's weird. I have a lot of mounts. So I have the GoPro mount, and then I have a mount for holding a phone. That slides.
Oh, okay.
And I took the GoPro mount off because I do a lot of. Do you ever do time lapse photography?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So GoPro is not a great camera for time lapse.
Oh, okay.
I mean, have you ever used one for it?
Yeah, I usually do quick bike builds in time lapse mode.
Maybe that's good, but the problem is, and if GoPro's listening, maybe we get this fixed. But they only do time lapse in fisheye.
Oh, and the wide lens. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
sucks.
Yeah.
You're freaking killing us here, GoPro, with that. I mean, it is bad. And it's a nice shot, but you definitely don't get the saturation. You don't get the colors. Mm-hmm. It's like what you want to see. Like if you point the camera at it, the main point is so pushed away.
You're seeing so much too.
Yeah. So to get if you really want a good horizon, you almost have to tilt the camera up or down to be in the lower or top half of the picture.
Right.
So I use a lot of iPhones for time lapse and. This is right now we're getting into kind of the cloud season. So sunrises with great clouds. Mm-hmm. So what I guess the point is, I lost my GoPro mount.
We'll have to get you another one.
Well, yes, but I can bring it. And I'll just kind of,
Yeah.
I can hold it out.
I'll
and then
set
just
one
give
up
you the
too
card,
on my helmet.
and maybe you can. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I usually either do like the helmet cam on top of my head, or have like a chesty mount.
Yes.
So, but the only thing I don't like about the chesty mount is like if you want to look at something cool over here, you kind of gotta turn your whole body towards it.
That's an issue.
It's awkward.
Well, you can also get the kind you can hold in your teeth.
What? Really?
Yeah, they have one that you can.
A mouth mount?
A mouth.
Wait a second.
Hold on a second. Excuse. Say that again. Mouthmount.com. Mouthmount.com.
Yeah, don't check out that website.
Don't go to mouthmount. Oh, he
there it
already
is.
did. Oh shit! Now I got
What in the world? How come I've never seen that?
Well, if you're surfing, or doing something, I do. Yeah, like there you go. Hey, there's Casey. Is that Casey Neistat? Right
Yeah,
there?
that's him.
That's him. The man, the myth. He was so good.
That is so funny. I guess you could wear that like boxing. You can see the punches coming in. And
I
your
don't know
mouth
if I'd
is
want to have
protected,
that in
right?
my mouth and get punched in the face.
It's like a mouth guard.
Yeah. That one on the far left, Amazon.com mouth mount.
There it is.
Yeah, that thing is pretty sweet looking, really. Well, and I
Dude.
think if you maybe if you're a football player and running or track, I don't know.
Oh, that would probably look cool, like first person view, something like that.
Do you are you a surfer?
I've never done it, and I've always wanted to.
How is that? Because you're a very cool guy. I mean, you have the look. You're walking the walk,
I've skated my whole life too.
but no surfing.
No. Mm-mm.
Do you think it's our area? Maybe the wrong friends?
I have a few friends that actually they went surfing like this winter too. They're wearing those suits, whatever you call those things, neoprene suits. I was like, you guys are crazy.
Well,
So cold.
I've always like if I was going to do anything different, I would have liked to have maybe learned to surf.
Learn how to surf.
But
It's
I
never
feel
too
like,
late.
Well, I feel I remember when I was living in Albuquerque and a buddy of mine's like, let's go skiing. I was like, all right. He's like, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I go, all right. So you get it to the top. He's like, see you at the bottom, bro.
Right, he leaves you hanging.
And you're like,
Right.
right. And I just basically tumbled down the hill to the bottom a couple times, and then I waited for him until the whole adventure was over.
All right, I'm done.
But I feel that's kind of like, I don't feel like we live in a great spot for learning how to surf. Like Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know, with those, where the waves break like a
Perfect.
mile out.
Right.
And they're these little 2-foot waves.
Yep.
And you could just ride on one of those for the whole day.
Right.
That's the place where you go to learn to surf.
Around here, I always watch the people surf by the inlet bridge.
Yep.
And it's like rare I see somebody get a wave. I'm like sitting there for like 20 minutes like, is somebody going to get a wave?
Yeah, it's more like waiting.
Yeah.
That's what.
There's a lot of waiting and floating around.
I was watching something, and now we got a lot of great drones and a lot of great abilities to film stuff. And this guy was filming this girl surfing, and it was, I guess it was a drone. And so he's above her, and she's riding the wave, and all you can see is this reef, like the water is perfectly clear, and just below where she's surfing is just death.
Like the coral reef.
Yeah, coral reef.
Oh, my goodness.
And you don't see, when you look at somebody, like on a picture on the TV, you don't see how shallow it really is. So if I knew that, I might not even surf at all.
Yeah, that stuff is pretty
like
sharp.
that picture down below.
Oh, my goodness. There's a shark in that one.
Yeah, there's a shark. But what's this over to your right, Jake? Boom. Yeah, down.
Oh,
that
all
one.
that stuff underneath?
Yeah, click
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
That
Like
looks pretty shallow.
like if you fell and got shoved in that hole, I guess that's how people die,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Get
don't.
really cut up.
I need a helmet.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'll start surfing with a helmet now after seeing that. If
Have
I
you-
learn how to surf.
Have you ever been to San Diego?
No, never.
Oh my God,
I've never been out that way.
Dude, San Diego's amazing. I lived in San Diego, and you would think, oh, it's just all beach, but it's not. In fact, San Diego doesn't have a lot of beach at all. It does. They have some great beaches down in the city of San Diego.
Right.
Fiesta Island, which is this kind of man-made island, and kind of in the harbor, sort of off to the left of SeaWorld. They have
Okay.
some pretty decent beaches, but like I lived in a town called Leucadia, and I literally lived one block from the beach, and when I would walk up to the beach, it was all like that,
Yeah.
reef and not sand,
Danger
rocks,
zone.
danger, octopus and abalone, and just it was brutal. And but actually, so cool because you could literally walk around and find. I remember my buddy found an abalone. He's like, "Look, I found an abalone!" And this old man came running up and snatched the abalone out of his hands.
No way.
Threw it into the ocean. He's like,
You can't.
"Those are protected."
Yeah, you can't mess with that.
You can't mess with abalone.
Oh wow, look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And it was like, that one right there is small. It was a
Wow.
baby.
That is
But
cool.
completely,
Oh.
we don't realize what an amazing ocean beach kind of life we have here in Rehoboth.
Right.
Have you been to other
That's
beaches?
insane. I was born in Puerto Rico, so I've been to the nice, beautiful, clear water beaches down
What
there.
part?
I was raised in San Juan, but born in Rio Piedra. Yeah.
Say that again.
Rio Piedra. Piedra.
I'll take 2 with
Puerto
green sauce,
Rico.
please. Well, there's a lot of folks from here that go to Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
Is it Renault? What's the not? I won't say famous, but what's the place that a lot of people?
El Morro?
No, am I thinking of? Yeah, Puerto Rico. What's some of the cities in Puerto Rico? Bring that up. Rincon. That's it.
Rincon? Yeah.
How do you say it?
Rincon?
Rincon.
That's how I say it.
Yeah,
I think that's how
Rincon.
to say it, yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend that goes there. I think there's a big group of people from this area that go down there for the winter.
So beautiful. I haven't been there in
Yeah,
ages.
Rincon. There it is. Do you go back at all still?
I haven't been there since I was like 13 years old. And it's been a long time.
Do you miss it?
I do. I used to go, not scuba diving, but snorkeling with my uncle all the time there.
Wow.
It was so much fun. We'd go under bridges and all types of cool things.
Do you think you could live there now?
I heard it's gotten a little crazy there.
Uh-oh.
I've heard it's definitely not as safe as it used to be from what I've heard. From what my mom's told me. She's been there recently.
I feel like
guess-
that's kind of everything now.
Yeah.
I think we're just getting old and frightened.
Right? Just scared and old.
I'm so frightened.
Old and brittle.
Oh, I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
And, it's a tough part of the country, New
Yeah.
Mexico. I mean, that's Route 66.
Yeah.
It's like, that's where, the Wild Wild West,
Right, right.
That's where the shit went down. So growing up there as a kid, going into high school and elementary school and middle school, I grew up with gangs, Mexican gangs, cholos. And, but that was my world. And it was like, it was weird and it was kind of, but that's what I lived in.
Yeah,
But
right.
now, I'm having a lot of trouble with the amount of people that are moving to this area. It's become
Just in the last
very, very, I'm struggling with happiness here for some reason. So I'm like, maybe we'll move to New Mexico.
Right.
But then I'm like, oh my God, if my poor children had to go to high school with the
Right.
gangs and like, they're not capable of going. I was perfectly fine.
Right.
And so I guess we're just getting pussified. No offense
Us
to pussies
older
out there.
generation.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. But New Mexico, I mean, I remember running. We went to New Mexico a couple years ago, and I ran 5 miles, 5 in the morning, 5,000 feet, which isn't really that big of a deal considering there's people that have run at 10,000 feet, 100 miles.
I
So,
think that's still impressive.
but
That's
it was
impressive.
fun.
Yeah.
But I ran down on Route 66, down
Yeah.
on Central Avenue.
Nice.
And
That's
with the
awesome.
bums and the homeless people and the drug addicts and no
You're like, look
offense.
look straight.
No, you go like this. What's up? What's up? And they're like, well, respect.
Just don't look at people in their eyes.
And their big dilated eyes,
Right.
like raccoons. No, but it's I don't know. It was I don't know. Living in Rehoboth is like a bubble.
Right.
I don't think I had a guy. This is kind of a funny story. My neighbor, where I live, is, and I don't know if it's the same with you, but a lot of the people that live in my neighborhood are seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
They come down for the weekends,
That's how it
but they
is.
live in Virginia. And my one neighbor who does live in Virginia, he hasn't been down. And he texts me, goes, how's my lawn looking? I'm like, dude, your lawn looks like shit. It's like 15 feet tall.
Oh my God.
I actually, wasn't a humble moment. I went and mowed the front of it because I just got sick of looking at it.
Yeah.
Not because I cared or wanted to help him out.
Right.
It looked like shit. So he's like, well, we have enough gas to get down there, but we don't have enough gas to get back. And I'm like, what are you talking about? The gas. There's no gas. I'm like, we have gas.
There's gas here.
There's gas here at the beach.
Yeah, you'll get back.
Apparently in Virginia,
they're out of gas.
That pipeline that got shut down
Oh, that's right.
was like shut down all the gas, I guess. And
Right.
for some reason here at the beach, the bubble,
We're good.
the bubble beach.
Yeah.
We don't get COVID. We got gas.
Yeah.
We've got groceries, toilet
stay
paper.
safe.
Yeah, it's crazy. So apparently that was a thing, but I guess that's coming back online. People getting their gas, but people were posting pictures of people filling up buckets and bags.
Yeah, bags. Why are people
Why
putting?
bags?
I don't see that working too well. It literally put a hole right through it in 2 seconds.
Gasoline would probably eat through the plastic,
I would
right?
think so. Yeah. Bags.
Well, and that big, giant tub
Right.
with the lid with the wheels.
Okay.
You don't want to fill that thing up either.
No.
So,
Wow, that's insane.
what kind of? How long do you think our trip's going to go today?
Dude, to tell you the truth, we can ride 50 miles. We can ride 20 miles.
We could just ride.
We can just ride. Like,
Well, I don't want to do any pedaling.
Oh, you don't have to. I have 2 e-bikes now. Or yesterday, I told you, we talked on the phone. I was working on that e-bike. I didn't blow myself up.
dual motor?
I didn't blow myself up, nothing. It was dual battery. So I added a second 20 amp hour battery. So now we have 40 amp hours on that Super 73. And that's riding for a very long time of just throttling. So
Dude.
you're going to have a blast, dude.
Well, I think we should go. Can we ride? Go see Brian.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
100%.
This will be fun, and we'll make an episode for the channel.
Yeah,
Nice.
that'd be cool.
Well, I know that you've been talking about trying to become like a bike salesman, right?
Yeah, just
How's that going? What do we need to do?
hustling bikes.
How can I help you?
Right now, luckily, Brian is letting me get bikes to his shop now. So
Right.
I'm pretty much just partnering with all the brands I think are cool, and we're going to be carrying them at Lewis Cycle Sports.
Do you want to hang an e-bike in the ceiling of the hair salon?
That would be cool.
People will be like,
Let's do it.
Look at that freaking cool bike. And we can put a sign, Shreddie McSkate's e-bike store.
Be like, let me ride that thing. Like, okay,
like,
I gotta
nope.
pull it down.
No, we won't nobody rides it. Just is up there. I mean, you can take the batteries, but how can we can promote.
Yeah,
Maybe we can
figure
make your
something out.
Yeah, we'll make it a part of this podcast, and we'll keep people up to date with your e-bike store success. But I definitely think you're good at it.
Thank you. I just want to spread the love of e-bikes, man. I know you're going to feel it today. You're going to be like, oh, man, I'm missing out on something. I need this now.
Well, I should have an e-bike because I'm old.
Not just because you're old, just because they're fun.
Well, and then that's the reason I should not have an e-bike is because I'm old. Because my wife this morning, she's like, "Oh my God, I need to start my day over." I'm like, "What happened?" She goes, "I just ran over a rabbit."
Oh, no, that's so sad.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh," and she
Yeah.
goes, "And it crunched."
Oh, no.
I was like, "Ee."
Dude, that happened to me on my e-bike last
You ran over a
summer.
rabbit?
Yeah. I was so sad, dude. I turned around. I was like, no.
Was it like quivering?
It didn't move after I ran it over. Literally, like I saw it and I went to hit my brakes and I just didn't have enough time to think. Like it was right in front of me. And I was thinking I'm going to go flying because, the back wheel's probably going to pop over it. And
Right.
I didn't feel it. I was like, okay, maybe I didn't hit it. And I turned around. It was there. I was like, oh. And my girlfriend heard about it for a few weeks. Like I was just complaining like, man, I killed a rabbit.
Dude, there was a period in my life where I became very, very, very worried about running things over and very emotional about it. And I don't know why that happened, but I remember we have a lot of squirrels here and rabbits and weird shit that runs in the road.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've almost like crashed my car trying to avoid a stupid squirrel.
Right.
Right? I mean, I'm exaggerating a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But, there's nothing worse than, especially rabbits, because they may be dumb.
Yeah.
They might be the dumbest
They're so
thing
damn
out there.
cute, though.
They're adorable, but they're like, and they kind of.
Look at
Jake
them
brought up
rabbits.
rabbits on
Look
the
at those
TV.
little-
Let's see what Jake did here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jake, it's rabbit porn. Damn it.
What are they doing?
Downward rabbit. Downward.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, and then so you're like swerving, and every time they go ducking under the car, and you're like,
Yeah.
nah, missed it.
Yep.
So, the only thing that really stresses me out is, and don't even ask me how it happened, but I ran over a turtle.
Oh, no. That's always a sad one.
Dude,
Man, I love turtles.
I couldn't even go back.
To even look at it,
No,
like, no.
I couldn't even go
I
back
can't do
that
it.
way home.
No.
And I guess I lost it in the reflection, the light, the sunshine off the blacktop in the morning. Because I will stop traffic for a turtle.
Yeah.
And especially when I run, like we did see our first turtle a couple weeks ago, a painted box turtle.
Those are cool.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hit it, I was like, oh, and I'm like, just driving it, boom!
Like a little crunch.
Not a little, dude. It was like an explosion.
My goodness.
Because, that shell is tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't bring over turtles that got ran over.
I actually saved 2 turtles off the road last year on one of my videos.
Nice.
2 boxer turtles were right next to each other. They were little friends.
Have you seen the snapping turtles?
I've seen big ones in the road, and I don't grab those because
No.
they will get you. There's like a certain way to grab them, but I still those necks can go far.
Dude, I was watching something this morning. This guy, it was basically the top 10 moments when animals attack or some stupid weird thing I got into. And this guy had caught a shark, and it was like laying on the beach, and he just was like going to take the pliers and like get the hook out of its mouth. And that shark just whoosh, just that quick, real quick to the right. And just, I had to turn it because I don't know if he took a finger off.
Oh my God.
Or half his hand, but
I can see that happening.
dude, you do not want to disrespect, or you don't want to disrespect them snapping turtles.
Look how big their mouths are.
Dude, that is a dinosaur.
Yeah, it is.
That's right from freaking Jurassic Park.
It looks like you can grab them from the back of the shell, but I'm not touching them.
No. Yeah, those things will screw you up big time. So what's another song? We talked a little bit last week about Pennywise. This is a band. Your band reminds me a little bit like Pennywise.
Okay.
What's another song we can jam?
Did you want to hear Clobbersaurus, or
Yeah.
do you just want to?
Can you play it?
Yeah, definitely.
Clobbersaurus? So where are these guys?
Clobbersaurus. We're all from Newark, and actually, no, our drummer's from PA, but close to Newark.
What was your band life like prior to COVID?
Man, we practiced every week, had a show almost every weekend. Dude, I miss it, man. So that's Clobbersaurus.
All right, Clobbersaurus. And it is Clobbersaurus, just kind of like it sounds. So let's play The Pledge.
Cool, yeah.
Here we go, The Pledge.
Oldie but a goodie.
We've been running in tight little circles, hopping on the outside, looking in, starting to notice that we're in this together, starting to notice all about your friends. We've been running in tight little circles, hopping on the outside, looking in, starting to notice that we're in this together, starting to notice all about your friends. If you ever feel taken for granted, please know that you're not alone. We wrote this to thank you. We wrote this to let you all know. We wrote this to let you all know. The lights are on, the doors are open, the gates are flowing, our friends are planning the day. We set the stage, but there's one more thing we got to know. How many of you can we count?
Dude, that's so good. I don't understand why are you sitting here? How come you're not on tour?
Should be out playing shows,
Dude,
right?
that is so good.
Yeah, so the singer of this band is actually Ken that I've told you about. He's a graphic arts designer.
Yeah.
And he works for like big bands, Lamb of God. He's done shirts for like Metallica and Slayer and stuff like that. So
Where does he live?
That's where our artwork comes from. He's in Newark.
We have to get him down here one day.
definitely.
Does he come down?
Is
Is he
definitely.
down with the beat?
He's down, and he'd be down to come down.
Oh man, we can get him on the Are You Spirited podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's
All right.
he's such a cool dude. Very
Well,
chill.
so do you playing guitar on this band?
I play guitar and do like backup vocals and stuff.
It's fucking great.
But yeah, more guitar, lead guitar in this band.
I wonder if we can maybe use that song as our opening for this podcast.
Yeah, any song that you want to use.
No, but we got to
free.
find one.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. The pledge.
Yeah.
What do we pledge?
You're
Just
pledging-
just constantly stay spirited.
Yep. Playing or pledge or
We
dying
pledge our dying
Dying
to
breath
stay
in the name of
spirited.
fun.
Yeah, in the name of fun.
Yeah, that's a lyric.
Well, I mean, or just to be the best that we can be
Yeah. Yep.
to us and to others. to us and to others.
Share the fun with everybody around.
Yeah, let's play another song. I'm just gonna go down.
This is kind of a sad one, I think.
Uh-oh.
But it's one of my favorite ones that I've ever written guitar-wise. Like, it's very emotionally guitar-driven, I want to say.
Is this all you? Is this overdubbed, or is this two guitars?
I'm on this side, and Ken's on this side, playing the single note. That's Ken playing. So that's two guitars.
Lying on the street, no one here but me.
And that's our drummer singing right there.
Not really here.
So it's crazy seeing a drummer playing drums and singing.
Yeah. Phil Collins.
Right.
Eyes white like the moon. You're just standing there.
We have like long intros. We do a lot of good long intros.
You're going everywhere. Lying on the street, no one here but me.
Is that you in the background?
Nope, that's Ken.
Overdubbed it.
Ken's on this side, I think. Sounds like. He's like, I'm not everywhere.
It's really good. I love this kind of music. I love this genre.
Yeah. And like our music, I don't know, if you start listening to all of it, it's like different. They're all different feels, you know what I mean? Like it's not, we're not going to say, hey, we're a punk rock band. Hey, we're just a metal band. We're a punk, metal, pop, every band that you can think of. So that's what I like.
I think it's easier to start identifying what you are not.
Yeah, right.
You're not rap.
Nope, not at all.
You're not hip hop.
There might be a little bit of rap in there.
Oh.
Little influential rap in there with the drums and the way Ken does like some vocal patterns.
Okay.
So
You're not country.
definitely not country. I don't
You're not
feel
country.
any
You're not
inspiration.
electronic dance music. Not EDM.
Nope.
You're not emo.
I'm a little emo.
I'm a little emo. Listen, surfers I think are a little emo. Surfers and skaters and punk rockers. I mean,
Yeah.
they like a good cry every once in a while.
Right.
So maybe it's a little emo.
Sometimes you gotta feel emotional. Oh yeah. Comb your hair to the side, all black.
Braid your
hair.
bangs. Wear your hoodie with your
Right.
your thumbs that come out of the holes on the side.
Exactly.
Snuggle up with a good,
There's the skater girls.
Well, I love this music, and so maybe we can use the pledge. So
Yeah,
maybe you
definitely.
can use the pledge, Jake from State Farm, and figure out an intro for our podcast. What do you think, Jake?
I think the pledge is good.
I see his head bouncing up, and he's giving us the okay. How do you like the hats?
What's that?
You
You don't have a hat.
How do you like the new hat?
Oh, that's the hat?
Yeah, you want one?
I like it, yeah. I thought you were saying you had a hat on.
I did. I lost it.
There's no hat on your head.
So, are you ready? Should we get ready for our big ride?
I am down.
That's the hat.
That's the hat. I found your hat. This is supposed to be on your head. But.
Oh, I appreciate it. So listen, we're gonna bail.
Yeah.
So, what is your schedule like? So when can we record
Record.
this podcast?
Oh, do it like every Wednesday? We
You
can
wanna
do
do it?
Wednesdays, yeah.
What about Mondays?
I could do Mondays, yeah.
Can we do
If you want
Monday
to just do
mornings?
Mondays? Yeah.
Well, so the premise of this podcast obviously is Are You Spirited, but we're going to be bringing in people. So my friend
Yeah.
Jess is coming in next week.
Okay.
I think we may bring in. I think Brian's going to come in too next Monday. So
Oh,
the
awesome.
next Monday it's going to be me, you,
Full house.
Brian, and Jess.
Awesome.
And we're just going to have like a roundtable discussion of life. And, we'll spend an hour bad mouthing people or whatever we got to do. And then
Sounds good.
Whatever we do to feel better about ourselves, and we will stay spirited.
And I'll be looking for mouth mounts. Here,
Yeah,
after
mouth
we're done.
mounts, mouthmount.com. And we're going to go out, we're going to do an e-ride, and we're going to test some bikes, and we will do a video of it, and we'll post it on your channel
Yeah.
on YouTube. And it's Shreddie McSkate's channel, and that's SHREDDIE,
Yep.
MC.
SKATE.
just like it sounds.
Yep. Beautiful.
My buddy's like, "What's your friend say? What's his page?" I go, "It's Shreddie McSkate." Oh, I can't find it. I'm like, it's Shreddie McSkate. What is wrong with you? He's
Only
like-
one around.
So I go, let me look. I look at it. It's right there. I
First
send
thing
it to
that
him. He's
pops
like,
up.
got it. I'm like, what's the matter with you, Shreddie McSkate? All right, brother. So we will pick this up. Hopefully, we'll have an intro.
Yes.
Jake, we'll see, and we'll kick this podcast off.
Word up. I
Thanks
can't
for
wait to
doing it
ride.
with me. All right, brother.
Yeah.
We're doing Knuckles right now. Boom.
See you in the next
All
one.
right, bye.
This is another one of my favorite songs. Writing wise.